Hi, I'm Jack Jobe. I was born at a very early age and was quite immature when I was born. I like to make people laugh. But right now I've got a different mission. I've created a character called Survivor Jack. And Survivor Jack is going to use entertaining education to teach the world first aid and survival tips. I've also created a new survival tool, but we'll get to that later as that comes out of research and development. So today, let's get started on saving your life. First off, you should know who you're taking advice from. So as an introduction, I'm going to send this back to Jack because he needs to say some things. I'm as flawed as any person that has ever walked this planet. I am the best of men, and I am the worst of men. So as I go forward, there will be people out there who will want to tell you what a bad person I've been at parts of my life. I've never been physically violent or anything along that line, but I've made more than my share of mistakes. Now, if somebody's willing to be gut level honest with you about this, then I think that should raise the credibility level. And I'll promise you this. Once in a while, I have a very bad temper. It's one of these days, I'm going to be a YouTube video. So I make you these promises that I have always done my best to learn from all of my mistakes. And out of that has come the best of people, Survivor Jack. Because the greatest among us are those that rescue other people. Imagine rescuers from all over this planet who fund themselves in many cases, who provide their own food and water to fly to disaster situations like Haiti and Japan. None of those people run up to a structure or run to a lake where somebody's drowning and yells, "Excuse me, are you Democrat, Republican, straight, gay, Christian, Muslim, Jew, atheist, what?" Nobody does this. The best human beings on this planet are the rescuers. And I intend to do the rest of my life's work dedicated to bringing universal first aid. Any of you sitting out there would have to answer this question the same way, I bet. When I talk to an auditorium full of people, I'll say, if this collapse from the weight of an earthquake, snow, disaster, plane crash, terrorist attack, whatever, and you're injured, how many of the people near you do you hope has first aid training? 100%. Isn't that an easy one? Of course it is. Now, if we can reach our children as they enter the school system and begin to teach them simple first aid tips in the beginning, but through this education of human anatomy, that's also part of our curriculum now, they learn the ability to take care of other students in case there's a teacher not there. I've got to use the example of the Newtown school shooting. There was a situation where a crazy gunned down teachers and students. Now ask yourself honestly this first question. Who were the closest people that could have responded? Honestly, wasn't it those teachers and those students in those classrooms across the hall who weren't injured? I live close to the Aurora theaters where the shooting occurred, and we had 70 people go down. We need to teach people how to react. What should we have done to take charge, to try to take the advantage away from that shooter? What should we have done to try to get the maximum number of people out of a theater? These are kind of the hard lessons that I'm going to bring to you in future blogcasts, that I'm going to bring to you in television and radio interviews, and I'm going to start to point out the stupid mistakes that our media makes in sending us messages through our television and movies. We can do this because it is far easier to take a human life than it is to save one. So in the future, I will be teaching you what I'm learning. I'm no expert. I'm Survivor Jack. I'm a teacher that's giving back. Survivor Jack's mission is to increase humanity's chances of survival. Imagine schools of children growing up, learning to cooperate through first aid and survival skill training. What would the world be like if we all knew how to communicate and cooperate with one another? Survivor Jack's got your back.